good afternoon or good day, good morning, wherever you happen to be in the world. Thanks for joining our meditation this afternoon. I'm Michael Lee, the founder of Phoenix Rising Yoga Therapy, and it's my pleasure to guide you in this afternoon's meditation. As you probably know, this is a series of 8 meditations, and each one has a specific theme, which is one of the 8 themes of transformation that underlie the Phoenix Rising method. So this was the third one, the third week, and our focus, the theme for this week, is acceptance. Before I begin guiding the meditation, I'd just like to say a few words about acceptance and how meditation is a great way to engage the practice of acceptance. Acceptance gets a little bit of a bad rap in some circles because a lot of people think it means things like surrendering or acquiescing or stuffing it down and pretending to like something you don't like, just so you can create the peace. And that is not acceptance. Let me tell you right from the get-go, that is not acceptance. That's something altogether different. Acceptance really is about acknowledging what's real. It's about saying, yep, this is what's happening. For example, if you have managed to get through the last year, there probably was at some point you had to come to acceptance of the reality that we were living through a pandemic and that things were different and we had to make some different choices. And then you went about saying, okay, now I've accepted that. I can now, with much more freedom, begin to make some choices about how I'm going to manage life given the reality of what exists. That's acceptance, right? So a lot of the time in our lives, in our day-to-day lives, there's a lot of things that we're not accepting because we really would like things to be different. And so we believe that maybe they are different, but they're really not, okay? So acceptance is that deeper level of awareness where we really know what's going on and we say yes to it, all right? So in the meditation that I'm going to guide, I'm going to be guiding you through a whole host of different cues to focus on. We'll be using the breath quite a bit and different little cues with the breath. I'll be guiding you with cues, and it's a great opportunity to just be present and accept what it is that you're experiencing. Now, in a guided meditation, you will experience a lot of different things. It might be an itch or a twitch, or it might be a lot of thoughts buzzing through your mind, or it might be a feeling that arises, or it might be getting a little bit anxious and wanting to be doing something else or whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. In this practice today, it's about acknowledging what's there and just saying yes to it. Yeah, this is what's happening now. Yeah, and letting it be. There's a song by the Beatles that I love, Let It Be. And that's my theme song for acceptance. Let it be. Here it is. Let it be. It's here. Let it be. Yeah. Okay, so that's enough talk. Let's get to meditate. So find a comfortable position. You can be seated, or if you prefer lying down, that's fine too, but seated is usually the most preferable meditation position. Let your seat be firmly planted on whatever's underneath you, and your legs also a comfortable part of your platform for being seated, if that's the case. Maybe your feet on your floor or your legs underneath you, you're sitting on a pillow. And let your spine be naturally and easily long. There's no need to strain or make it anything more than it is. And then softly close your eyes or simply gaze downward. If you don't like your eyes closed, just gaze down at the floor in front of you, perhaps a few feet out from where you are sitting, or lightly close your eyes. And begin by just noticing your body in this seated position. And as you notice yourself in your seated position, just noticing what's easy to accept here. And if there's anything that's in the way of that. And just notice both. Let it all be there, whatever's here. Sensation of your buttocks seated, sensation of your upper body rising up from the seat. Shoulders, neck, head floating up above the neck and shoulders. And your breath. And notice the breath coming to and from the body. Notice the breath being received Notice the breath being released on the exhale. Noticing anything else that might be happening. Just being aware of that. Noticing that it's there. Yes, that too. Then bring your focus back to the breath. And one of the things in meditation that often will happen is our mind will wander off. And it's a great time to practice acceptance, to just first of all accept when that happens, that it's happened. Ah, there goes my mind, thinking about whatever. And you can acknowledge that that's happened, and then make a choice, if you wish, to bring your focus back to the breath until it happens again. And each breath is a time to start anew. Each breath is a time to begin again. So whenever your awareness leaves, just notice it's gone and start again with the next breath. Letting that be okay too, starting again. And feeling the breath connecting with the body. And whatever the sensation is that the body and breath create when they connect, just notice that. Awareness of the breath coming in and the sensation. Awareness of the breath going out and the sensation. Perhaps noticing specifically where in the body you are feeling that. And what that feeling is. And simply allowing it. Noticing it, letting it be. Noticing the length of the breath, or perhaps the shortness of the breath. Both the in-breath and the out-breath. And whatever that is, whatever the length of the breath, short or long, just saying yes to it. Yes, this is the breath. This is what's happening. This is my experience of breathing, just as it is. Perhaps noticing the parts of the breath that flow with ease, the ease of the breath. And noticing also those parts of the breath where there may be a little hesitation. Accepting both. No right, no wrong. just what is. The flow in the breath or the hesitation in the breath. Just what is. Perhaps noticing at the top of the breath, there's a slight pause as the breath turns the corner to go out again. And at the bottom of the breath, there's another pause. And just taking a moment to inhabit those pauses, however they occur, without any need to fix them, change them, or do anything with them. Just accepting the little pauses at the top and the bottom of the breath, just the way they are. And then the feeling in the body that goes with breathing, the feeling of the breath. The feeling may be pleasant, may be unpleasant, maybe neither. Whatever the feeling being experienced right now in breathing, just saying hello to it and letting it be there. The feeling of breathing. And again, noticing if the mind goes off on a thought. If it does, just notice, let it be. Return to the next breath. And noticing perhaps the places where there's not thinking. Perhaps the places of a little empty space. And letting them be. But also noticing that perhaps they don't last before the mind goes busy again. And to let that be there too. The places of emptiness, the places of busyness. Letting it be. And now with each breath, coming a little more here, here to now, this moment here. And as you come here, just notice what arises here. What inhabits the space of here, now? And whatever it is, hold it gently. Let it be. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. No one to be. Just here, now, with whatever is here, now. Maybe bringing your left hand up to the center of your chest, or both hands if you prefer, and finding a soft spot there, a soft spot that allows your hand to connect with your body. This hand, this body here, this being here. And just notice the state of being that is here now at the end of this meditation. What's here now? And making room for whatever that is. No judgment needed, no fixing needed, no change needed. Just an acknowledgement of what's here. And in acknowledging what's here, how might this help me going forward from here? What might the acceptance of this awareness open for me in my life by simply acknowledging what's here right now and letting it be? Take another breath. Let your hand come down. Sit again for a moment or two, just letting it be, letting it be. And as we acknowledge our own human experience, the perfections and the imperfections, the ease and the struggle, let us acknowledge that also in all beings, with the wish, may I and all beings find peace. May we be free from suffering. May we take care of ourselves happily. And I thank you for allowing me to be your guide for this meditation. Thank you. And I will stay on for a few minutes for comments, questions in the chat, whatever you might like to share or ask. If you have any questions around the concept of acceptance, I'd be happy to give you an answer if I'm able, or tell you if I can't. And anything else you might wish to say or share. And thank you for being here. Some people are saying very relaxing, much needed. Thank you for taking the time to give it to yourself. It's very easy to stay busy all day, but it's great when you can take a 20-minute meditation break in the middle of the day. Lots of thank yous. Yes, and simple. I believe that meditation can be simple. Experiencing tears, that's beautiful. Sometimes the tears that come in meditation, they're not really tears of joy or sadness. They're just tears. But they're always, in my experience, often beautiful tears, because I feel those tears when I tap into a deeper layer of truth within myself. A little bit more authentic me kind of shows up. And that brings tears sometimes, to notice that, to recognizing that. Yes, sometimes you may feel out of your body, and that's natural too. And you will usually come back. You never get lost. Someone says expanded, feeling expanded. Wonderful. Simplicity is powerful. Yeah, thank you for that. Acknowledge and accept the need to let it go. Yeah. Thanks, Julia from Florida. Restorative, yummy. Yumminess that was. Oh, thank you for the yumminess. Meditating with my pregnant daughter, sending peace to the little baby in her belly. Beautiful, beautiful. Babies that learn to meditate before they're born are usually very happy babies. Thank you from London. Thank you. Hi, Janae. Good to see you here from Idaho. Oh, keep your glasses. If you want to take them off, that's fine. Yeah, I usually leave mine on, but yeah, that's me. If you feel more comfortable taking your glasses off, take them off. Put them on the side. Just don't forget to where you put them and don't sit on them. That's probably why I leave mine on. I've left them many places. You noticed your storytelling mind and was okay with that. Great. Yeah. Yes. Sometimes that happens. You'll notice the stories. Yeah. They say as we get older, we notice more stories about the past. When we're younger, we have more stories about the future. Someone else from the UK, Carolyn, thanks for being here. Simple stillness, sweet acceptance of now. Great. The theme next week is going to be choice. We're going to be exploring how we make choices in the moment. Very subtle choices in the moment, but can lead to big choices in life. Okay, so thank you all. And I think that's just about it from here. Questions have slowed down, comments have slowed down. Thank you again. See you next week.